Troy Kearns, real estate investor, bringing it to you from Kansas City, Missouri, in front of my third Turo rental. So I've got a Cadillac XT6 all-wheel drive 400. Why am I talking to you about Turo today? If you're looking to get started in investing in real estate and you can't afford to get started investing in real estate, a great way for you to learn how to rent something out is to use Turo. Turo is a fantastic app. I'll record my screen so you can see, my checkout. I'm just getting ready to turn this thing back in. I've had it for 3 days. And let me tell you what an amazing invention this whole thing is. Look at the car, first of all. Look at how much, it's like a fishbowl. You got so much lighting, so much ways to see. I felt so safe in this car because I could see in every direction. And of course, one cool thing here is I got enough room for my golf clubs, right? That's a new thing I'm picking up, learning how to play golf. And you got third row seating in here. So really none of that really matters. Let's go through the numbers, okay? So the numbers are the following. I'm returning this car right now, and I can tell you, this is my third Turo rental. The guy I rent it from, super cool dude, really laid back. I told him I'm gonna be a half hour late. Do you want me to modify the trip? Sometimes these guys will try to make money off of you on that. He was like, no problem. So I went and actually vacuumed out the car for him and made sure that's not even part of his checkout. Some people have super rigid checkouts. If you're gonna get into Turo, you gotta understand something. You're making this an investment experience, right? And if you're going in there and you're saying, hey, what's gonna make it super easy for me and super difficult for the person that rents it, that's the wrong attitude. This guy made it super easy for me to rent and very, very smooth for me. So let's break down the numbers. I paid $100 a day for this car. $100 a day for this car. So I'm in it for like $300 because I've rented it for 3 days. If that guy rents it for 30 days for the month, he's making $3,000. $100 a day, $300. Let's say this guy's payment's $500, $600, $700. 5, 6, 7 days, he's breaking even. Anything after that is money in his pocket. And more importantly than that, let's just say the guy breaks even and he rents it out for 5 days a month, 6 days a month, 7 days a month. He's got his car paid for. He's got his car paid for, has insurance paid for, has every one of his bills paid for, and has a car, which he has access to. Now, let's say the thing rents out for 30 days or 50% of the month, okay? That's 15 days. Now he's got $1,500. He's making $800 to $1,000 a month in profit for simply renting out a freaking car, man. This is, and let's talk about this. When you look at a real estate numbers, let's say I own this house right behind me right here. Let's say I own this house. If I was to own this house, I'd use the easy numbers to be like, hey, I paid 40 grand for this house. If I can make $800 a month, that's a great return on investment. Well, this is a better one. And let's talk about bonus depreciation. As a business, I can write off 100% of a car that's 6,000 pounds or more. If you're thinking about getting into the Turo business, you need to be checking out what I'm doing because I'm about ready to put my Raptor on Turo. So make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you ask me a question. Are you looking to get a side hustle going on? This is the best side hustle out there right now, besides wholesaling. If you want to check out my wholesaling video on side hustles, check it out. Check out my side hustle video, but definitely get started investing in real estate. Definitely get started doing something in business to get you out there. There's so many easy apps. I mean, honestly, this is the easiest thing I've ever done. And we're gonna go through in part of this video and break down how I'm gonna rent out my Raptor. So that's gonna be the next part of this video is me renting out my Raptor, okay? Stay tuned, subscribe to the Troy Kearns channel, and make sure you get started investing in real estate. Peace. If you look through this app, I'm gonna go through this app right now and show you. You can see the messages exchanged from me and the host. You can see my rating. You can see all the pictures that we took. You can see the ease of navigation, and you can see that I declined protection, right? So one of the biggest questions that I always get with Turo from people that subscribe to my channel, from people that are following me on Instagram and TikTok, they say, what's up with the insurance? One of the questions I get from my wife is like, are we covered when we rent out this property? Here's the long and the short answer. First answer is if you have insurance on your primary vehicle, that transfers per my insurance company. That insurance transfers with whatever car you rent. So I declined protection. You can see that on the app. After talking to one of the hosts on there, and I'm going to be doing an interview with him, who actually makes $60,000 a month having a Turo business. He told me that, because we had to further investigate this because my wife was not satisfied with the answer. She did not think, after I checked with the insurance guy and I checked with my insurance, that that was a good enough answer. She wanted to make sure we were protected because of the liability of renting out your own car and someone crashing it, someone stealing it or whatever. She had very legitimate concerns. So then I called the host, and guess what he said? He said that based on certain matrices on what you select, the actual cost of the trip is prorated, and Turo is taking a portion of whatever proceeds they get from you. Let me break it down a little bit further. When you rent a car from whoever, the guy I rented the car from in this video, his name is Jason. I rent a car from Jason, I pay him $300. Based on that, a certain percentage, let's call it 70%, goes to Jason. 30% goes to Turo for the insurance coverage. And you can check that out on your platform. You're covered up to $750,000 through their insurance policy. You can check that out. They also then try to sell insurance again. None of that portion goes to the person who's actually renting out the car. That all goes to Turo. So that's the big deal with the insurance that you need to understand with that, okay? So really, you're covered when people rent out your car. Double check with your insurance provider. And if you want extra coverage, Turo's getting all that money. But the bottom line is, before you get started with anything, take a trial run. We have not put out our Raptor yet. I'm actually getting ready to leave to Mexico. And while we're in Mexico, guess what? The Raptor's getting done. It's getting detailed out. All the pieces are getting put back together. And then the Raptor is going on Turo. On my way from Mexico, coming back to Kansas City, I'm stopping out in Vegas to go check out my Porsche Cayman, the soccer mom's baller vehicle. That's what everybody's telling me. Anyways, I bought a Porsche and I'm putting that thing on Turo. That's my Vegas car. So we're doing lifestyle assets. And we got a Sprinter van that's also going on Turo. So if you think I believe in the platform, I totally do. Get started investing in Turo.